the Brembo brake pads, and in Vizag it is costing, so just for a fact, you can see these are the new brake pads and these are the old brake pads. I'm not sure how much of it you are able to see, but these brake pads are almost gone. So there is only around 10 to 15% of friction material left in these brake pads. These are also sintered Brembo brake pad which came stock with the bike, and these are the exact fit that comes in the KTM Duke 390. So I am in Visakhapatnam right now. I'm not sure whether the Premier Automobiles has these brake pads or not in Vizag. I called up the KTM service center here, and a nearby service center confirmed that they have it in stock. So I'm going there to change the brake pads. If you see, the bike has been driven for 5040 kilometers, and I'm almost done with the brake pads. So this is not a usual scenario. This should last for around 7 to 8,000 kilometers easily, but I have done a lot of aggressive riding on this bike, and last 1000 to 1200 kilometers was proper ghat roads, and that's why the brakes have taken a hit. But no compromises with the brake. It has been doing fabulously well. So I'll see you at the KTM service center. Everyone just keeps saying that these are organic pads, but my RS457, I have seen other RS457s as well which were delivered in Hyderabad. All of them had the sintered brake pads stock from the factory. So I'm talking about the front brake pads, it is sintered. The rear brake pads are organic, and I will buy the brake pads from KTM and I will install it on this bike. Because tomorrow or maybe day after tomorrow I have to ride back to Hyderabad, which is around 700 kilometers from here. I know for a fact that these brake pads will give up in between. I don't want that to happen, and that's the reason why I'm replacing it. The Brembo brake pads, and in Vizag it is costing 2777 rupees. Bill that I have got from the KTM showroom, 2777. This is the amount for front brake pad kit sintered. You can see these are the brake pads which came stock with the bike. So it says Brembo and double H, and I'll show you these brake pads also. This is the moment of truth, guys. No one else will show you all these things, but I'm showing you. So just for a fact, you can see these are the new brake pads and these are the old brake pads, and both are exactly the same. Even the serial number, Brembo, everything is same. So you see this friction material, this is completely gone. This is the new brake pads. That's why I'm installing it from KTM. So even if you want to change it, you can directly get the KTM Duke 390's brake pads on the RS457. I hope now everyone will believe that this bike came with the sintered brake pads and it fits the KTM Duke 390's brake pads. I have opened the brand new packet seal and showing it to you. There is nothing to hide here. These are the old brake pads, and this is a complete uncut video that I'm making, because people might say that you are not showing the complete video, and this is the bill. It is getting fixed. Everything is done. Brake pads are installed. I'll keep the old brake pads with me for now, and then we'll leave. We have also installed the sintered brake pad on the Adventure 390. You can see here the new brake pads are installed. So even this has the new brake pad. RS457 also has the new brake pads, and we are already set to roll back to Hyderabad. These are the old brake pads which came with the Adventure 390. These are organic brake pads. These are not sintered brake pads. I'm not sure why they gave the organic brake pads with the Adventure 390, because he never changed the brake pads on this bike. This is the first time he's changing, and this is the condition of the brake pads. It is supposed to get sintered, but not sure why it was organic previously. It's 2 p.m. right now, and we are done with the lunch. Now heading back to the hotel, because we have a wedding to attend in the evening today. For that only we came here. And talking about the brake pads, it's working nicely. because you saw the brake pads, right? It is exactly the same which comes in the Duke 390. Now you might be thinking, how come the brake pads on RS457 lasted only for 5,000 kilometers? You can see on the odometer my bike reads 5,047 kilometers. The brake pad material was still left. It could have done around 500 kilometers more, but I have to ride 700 kilometers back home. I did not want to take any risk. That's the reason why I replaced my brake pads. And also I have been riding this bike very aggressively since the time I have taken delivery, so that's the reason why the brake pad lasted only for 5,000 kilometers. But in usual condition you can expect around 8,000 to 10,000 kilometers of mileage from these brake pads, because in my Duke 390 previously I used to have the same brake pads. Even that used to last me 4 to 5,000 kilometers only. So it really depends on the usage, how you ride it. I think now everyone is clear that it comes with the Brembo front brake pads from the factory, and it does not come with the organic pads. That because all the YouTubers, all the media houses, they keep saying that it has poor brakes, why have they given the organic brake pads? That's not the case. It comes with Brembo Sintered grade brake pads. How much more evidence do you need? I have posted the raw uncut video. I think I will have to close this video soon, because in the evening I will not get much time.